Audio is in.
Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're joining us this evening. Welcome to another American British Racing broadcast. This is the Tier 1 Championship, round 8 of 11, and this is the Italian Grand Prix. From the circuit of Monza, the iconic circuit, we got Phil, my normal stable buddy, in the booth once again. What are you saying, Phil?
Yeah, I'm massively excited for this one. Italy is much more of a much shorter track than the last Grand Prix in Belgium. So I think we're going to get a hefty load of action in the race today. And of course, Italy, Monza is not afraid of some rain either. So I wouldn't rule that out of the race either.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting this weekend what Mother Nature does throw up for us, but hopefully we do get a dry race because we do see some close proximity racing around Monza because of the nature of so many straights and slow traction zones as well. So it's going to be a real interesting one. A lot of send-its, I think. Try and keep it clean today, boys. We got Chrissy joining us in the chat. Good evening, Chris. Glad to have you along for this. Are you still fishing? What have you been reeling in this weekend, champ? Do let us know in the chat. Love to hear from you. And boy, oh boy, are we going to have a good race today. We've got some great talent in the house. So we've got the main man, ABR Buraps himself, our host and founder of ABR. And we've got Sink Verstappen, unfortunate last time out in the Belgium Grand Prix to DNF after the first corner. Then we had Boom, who he was in the wars himself. Yaunif with a good result. Stubbsy, he'll be looking for a good performance today, as well as Nick in the Haas. It'll be our Chris at his home turf in the Ferrari in the red colours. Vitinho will be looking to bounce back and strike again. Jerem, he had disappointing last round out. I haven't seen Baroness. I'm not sure if you've seen him, Phil, at all, but interesting to pick up on that.
I believe he is
confirmed for Mercedes.
Bowen's replacement, I believe, temporarily, or maybe just a test run for the Mercedes. Be interesting to see what the newcomer can do. Be very interesting to see as this Grand Prix enters the start. Of course, we got normal full qualifying ready. So qualifying 1, 2, and 3. Q2 tyres will be the ones you start the race on. So there's definitely going to be different strategies going across the grid to see who's going to be playing what cards. Obviously, weather's going to play a massive part in this as well, especially if you've got that towards the end of qualifying. But it's going to be interesting because every 10th really counts on this track. You need to literally put every foot right. You cannot put a foot wrong. You need to get every ounce of that track right. You need to get the exit speed right. You need to get your braking zones right. And yeah, this track is very strict with track limits as well. So the drivers are you're definitely gonna find a few drivers pushing a little bit too hard, invalidating some laps. Be interesting. Very interesting.
Be very interesting indeed. So we got a few of the originals still in here as well. The likes of Oxtes, we know he's quick. We've got AJ Drifts, we've seen a bit of him lately. Sufyan as well, showing he's very fast. Kimi had a great last race out, driver of the day. Chandler, he won the last one out, looking impeccable in that one. Evans, he's got some real great pace about him. And of course, Callum, just recently featuring in the likes of TRL Limitless in the showdown there, helping a brother out, and a good drive from Callum there. I was very proud to see him doing so well. And we got Gaeta on the home turf in Ferrari. So we're just waiting for the host to kick us off. Maybe we're just waiting for another driver or two to join us. Just adds to the build up. So we've got Millie in the chat. He's from Italy, so he's looking forward to this one. And it's going to be a super race. Oh, yes.
It'd be lovely.
As our host has read it up.
Yep, I was going to say, you've just said it there, Rich. I think we look like we're ready to go. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. Of course, 27 laps, 50%. Your normal 100% would be 53 laps around the Italian Grand Prix. The circuit length is 5.793 kilometers, so that's 3,600 miles. And Yeah, the first Grand Prix was held in 1921 with Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton holding 5 wins each at the track. Um, yeah, but the most constructors, of course, I think everyone knows the answer to that. Who's been the most successful constructor at this track? It's your Ferrari lot. It's your Ferrari boys in front of their home fans. Be interesting. Can Ferrari get it done tonight, Rich?
Yes, and I think we may have a mystery guest for you this evening, Phil. Speaking of the
Interesting.
devil. Indeed.
So we've got a third person on the comms.
What, the session? Oh, I don't think it's full, but we'll have a look. We'll try ping an invite out. I think perhaps may have to do it if it's on invite only, but we will see. Yeah, if you're just joining us, Bowen has joined us in the booth for the time being, so we're looking forward to this one. Chinny has just left the session. But currently got 18 runners in this one to kick us off. Overcast conditions.
Yeah, it looks okay. It doesn't. I mean, no rain's always good news.
I
Yeah,
believe they
I
are
mean,
missing one person. I think they're one short who haven't joined.
maybe so. So we are seeing some engines rev up already. Of course, your last Grand Prix winner around this track was the Monegasque Charles Leclerc, who is gonna
Great drive.
want to try and repeat that. Of course, that was an exceptional battle between Leclerc and Hamilton during that race. But yeah, we got some drivers going out. Q1, Bowen. What have the drivers got to face at Monza?
Difficult
What have
track.
they got to come?
I think it's a. I don't know what the weather's like. I don't know if it's raining or not. If it's raining, it's very lethal. First corner, especially. Always love a wet race.
Yeah, you really
around
want to
Italy,
pick your battles.
Plenty of action.
Yep, got some cars going out now. We've got an Alpha going out. We've got a Ferrari Gators out. Sig Verstappen's out. Boom's out. So sit on board with. I'm going to go with Sig Verstappen. Didn't have the luckiest of races last round out in Belgium. Unfortunately, had to retire the car after turn 1 at the source.
There we go.
So
Your boy is in for the
hopefully he
comms.
can better it out. Sig Verstappen is hoping for a contact-free race here. Turn 1's definitely going to catch a lot of people out on that one. I think the braking's going to catch a few drivers out. I think there might be a couple of M8s might be lost, especially. It's very hard,
Yep,
very hard to
100%.
spot your braking zone.
So boys, just before we kick off, I'm just going to do a run through the standings.
No worries, you do your thing.
Just loading it up.
Yeah, Ganju is just joined.
Good to have Ganja back in the session. So having a look at the championship as it stands so far, it's Callum that's currently leading our championship on 101 points. His teammate is in second place on 73, as well as Burap's in third place. And then it's Yaunif on 71. Then we've got Oxtes, Stubbsy, Vitinho, Ganjawiz, Kimi and Bowen rounding out the top 10 in the driver's standings so far. Moving on to the constructors, it's Williams on 174 points and Red Bull are behind them on 111. Then it's Mercedes 101. Then we've got Alpha, Racing Point, Haas, Renault, McLaren, Toro Rosso and then Ferrari rounding out the standings. As we've got some drivers on track.
There you go. Yaunif just starting his
Boom's on the
lap. My old teammate, ABR Yaunif. I don't think he's actually done much practice. But
He seemed very heartbroken.
Well, hasn't done much. I know that. He's called in last minute for replacement. So yeah.
So if you want to talk about successful wins at this track, I mean, really you've got to look no further than your greats of Michael Schumacher, Hamilton, Prost, Ascari, Vettel, all getting 3 to 5 wins round here. Some real great moments in the past around this circuit. It's always held it's definitely one of my favourites on the calendar, put it that way. It proves so much drama and yeah, you can get any sort of weather around here. So, we're getting the drivers in. It's a good banker.
I think so.
Very good banker indeed.
A few few drivers getting them early laps in. I'm going to ride on board myself with the manager Yalnif, ex-teammate of Bowen in the comms box. He's now hung his boots up.
That's
No more
it, that's
shootings
me
for
done.
Bowen.
That is me done. No more. Might see an appearance in a HSA or CSR grid, don't know yet.
Stubbsy about to start his lap as well. He's definitely a contender.
Shortest line up.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be disappointed with that. Press 190.
It's early doors,
Look at that.
early doors.
Look at that,
Track
between Chris and
temperatures.
Yelness.
Track temperatures are cold at the
813 and
moment.
814.
They're only going to get faster.
And thank you to Callum. We've got a full dry session for both quali and race. Thanks
Just
for
watching.
getting us up to speed.
Stubbsy's gone purple sector 1. He seems to be going alright so far. He's
A little bit wide there, I think.
gravel. Yeah. See how we can get a good exit
He's
down
definitely,
here.
he's definitely quicker through that than Yelnif was.
Yeah. Those couple of attempts are absolutely crucial around here as he comes towards Ascari. Let's see how he's going to take it. He's caught a nice little bit of the outside curve. Nice entry there. That's a good
Definitely
exit.
more committed through there than Yelnif. 110%.
That's the thing, this is just qualifying one, so
yeah, there might be a few bankers. I suspect we'll see a few boys come back out again.
you want to get a feel for the track to start with. You don't want to push it to the absolute limit.
They are.
Oh, 192. That's not bad. He'll be happy with that so far.
Stubbsy.
You're a Barnes can do.
Going to ride on with your replacement as he's just in sector 3 now. Coming up to Parabolica. Nice and smooth on turning. General order for application. As he comes up to the line, what's it going to be for Baroness? It's third fastest overall.
So,
Should be happy with that.
what do we
Well,
think
that
the
beats
pole
Yelnif.
time's going to be? What do you think the pole time's going to be?
118. I don't know. In the 118 somewhere.
I'm going to go. Yeah, I was going to say that. I think it's going to be like around the 18.45 or 6 margin.
Oh,
And it would not surprise me.
So I think he was on for 118.3. Maybe on Nick actually invalidates there. Yeah, I was going to say 118.4, 118.3, potentially.
Oh.
Depends if someone can
Jerome
string
goes
that lap
first.
together.
19.6 for Jerome. Good lap.
Very good lap.
Got
Very
Nick
good
on
lap,
lap.
indeed. We've got some drivers now
Slow.
on their out laps. I am going to follow my pick for the Grand Prix. We've done, as you said, Richie, earlier on, a massive favour to TRL Limitless in the finale in Brazil. If you haven't checked out that Grand Prix, I suggest you check that out on his channel. That is an absolute brilliant Grand Prix to watch, and so thrilled for him as well. But you know, Callum,
to the
he's
line,
definitely
P4.
got the talent. That's a good lap from Sofiane, 19.7. So, Bowen, who's your pick for pole?
Callum.
It's got to be in it.
Got a couple of reserves in tonight, though. Sufyan.
Yeah, he's about to start his flying lap here. Is Callum CW11, your championship leader, going down the main straight now. Overtake enable.
Both Red Bulls
DRS
out.
open. Yep, that's going to be interesting. It's the duo of Kimi and Baraps. Kimi being driver of the day.
Distant toe. Not too close to cause any alarm, but slightly distant toe.
Callum, it looked like he didn't brake through turn 1. He just like cruised through it. And he's coming up to
Glides.
sector 1 now. No doubt it's his purple.
Glides over the bumps.
Pretty safe
Yeah,
for the
good
first
exit.
corner.
Good exit there for Callum. He's going well. I mean, you've got you guys have got eyes on the competition around. However, Callum doesn't seem to have put a foot wrong yet. I will not be surprised if he breaks the 118 here. Purple
Turn
sector
one.
1.
Kimi and Baraps coming around to complete their laps as well.
Oh,
As
Callum
Baraps
lost it.
goes second.
He's in the barrier.
Reps goes second, Kimi
Nick
goes
third.
fourth overall.
Nick jumps to third.
Callum's lost it at Ascari.
I think Chandler is
Chandler's coming up
actually
to Ascari now.
for a good lap.
Oh, he's lost his left end plate. He's going to have to go again. Ay, ay, ay.
He lives to fight another day. Still got just under 9 minutes remaining in his first qualifying one, so he's got plenty of rubber in the garage remaining. Can also use the scrub set, of course. Doesn't really matter as long as you get in the mid-19s. Should be
There
safe
we
for the
go,
next. And Chandler goes
191.
fastest.
Oh,
Great lap
that's
there.
fast lap.
Chandler setting the benchmark. Got Evansy out as well.
I'm just going to have a look actually.
Top 7, I'm saying, for Evansy.
Rounds Parabolica. Gets on the power nicely. Comes up to the line. What's it going to be for Evansy?
8.
Not far off. Not far off
So-
at all.
A little bit of info for you guys. Chandler set a 25.7 in his first sector. When Callum was on his lap, he managed to set a thumping 25.4 in his first sector, 3/10 up on that. So God knows what time he would have got.
He
He'd have
came
got
into
round.
the first corner quite aggressively, Callum, now. In the aspect that he's very quick for it. Chris actually runs wide in the last corner. But
Just
yeah,
a little side note,
Callum's very
Reggie.
quick through the first couple of corners. Very quick.
Yeah, he
I don't know,
just
I just
really
don't
commit
know
to
how
the
he's so
bumps.
quick.
he didn't look like he broke. He just looked like he flew through there. If I'm completely honest, he just I don't know what he did, but hopefully he
I'd
can.
always avoid the curbs, but he just glides. I don't know what he's got in his suspension set up or what. But
Ride height, potentially. I think that's pretty crucial around here.
Yeah,
if you're bottoming out, it's going to cost you lap time for sure. Spatino's winding it up. He's going to launch
Can't
it
forget
round
about
the
the
Parabolica.
Coutinho. Cannot forget about him. I'm expecting him to be up there somewhere. He's always up there somewhere, isn't it? I'm going to say
Brazilian magic.
second or third, maybe. He's slow actually, I think, through there. But like I said, everyone, I just noticed a few people actually. They seem to take it really tight. That Williams just got off. 26.3 in the first sector. People were up on 25 as Vit actually invalidates. Something like
It looks like track conditions will improve.
that. Yeah,
We're
temps will
breaking
be up.
cloud now. Yeah, so towards the end of this session, time will start to improve, and hopefully it does just keep ramping up all the way towards qualifying 3. That's what we want to see.
definitely doing.
Some of these guys, it's their first laps, I suppose, so it's not really the quickest, is it?
No, just the benchmark as we
Verstappen
see
jumps P3.
Verstappen.
It's
Very
a
nice lap.
good time there. Callum is off again, and he's down the main straight with DRS open as we watch him through turn 1 again, as before. Doesn't look like he brakes and just completely cruises through there. As he heads now into the Curva Grande, and we're going to see how his sector 1 time is going to fare this time. And he's gone with the 25.7 this time. He is matched Chandler's first.
P4 for out.
That's good. That's good. I've predicted him in my top 3 upstairs. So Callum now is going to now go on that run towards Ascari. Let's hope this time he goes around nice and clean and can set another lap in him. Oh, good.
You got away with
52.1 for Callum as he goes around Ascari. Callum's got around Ascari well.
Purple sector 2 for Callum. Purple sector 2.
He's gone well so far. As he's going to come round the Curva Parabolica. And we'll see what lap time he's going to put in here. As he heads towards the line now, Callum. And it's a 118.8. And as I said, I would not be surprised if he break the 118s. He's going to be gone and done.
broken the 118. For that.
But, well,
Vit gonna go again? Question mark.
So most of the drivers will be coming back to the pits, getting a fresh set of boots on and going out for one final blast. I expect everyone will probably about...
I was going to say Callum don't need
down.
to. I don't think
go
anyone with a 1:19.3 slash...
yeah.
I'd say safe. So I just decided...
She backed out of it again.
Not good, he needs to get the move on. Rich, I'm going to... with the grid, I'll do the tyre things just before, tyre compounds just before, strategies just before. Speaking of strategy, we might as well talk about it. I mean, what is your ideal strategy for?
Well, you want to minimise the stops really, so if you can get away with it, you want to do a one stop. Ideally, I would.
I don't know if it's a soft or medium. I don't know.
You can do either. You can do. It's 27 laps. You can take. I think the soft lap. About 8 or 9 laps.
Corner cutting.
He's in a hurry, Murray.
Yeah, I hope Richie didn't catch it on stream. Yeah, I don't think he's out of fuel.
No, he's low on fuel. I don't think he's out of fuel.
Is he going to have time for one more lap? Comes in, he hasn't, I was going to say, he's been struggling to string a lap together. I've been with it on board with him for the last couple of laps. He's struggling through the first corner.
He's going to need to be in and out. He's literally going to need to be in and out. But, yeah, I think medium to soft to medium.
To the low, does a 120.2.
Should be the no-brainer. I mean, obviously, given maybe an early safety car, drivers may want to opt for the hards.
Corner cutting.
We got Ferrari going out the pits now. That's Chrissy. He's currently on the cusp in 15th. Callum's called it a day.
And ABR Kimi all about to start their flying laps.
This is a very, very weird cusp, isn't it? ABR Blue and Gator and Bettina at the moment all currently exiting qualifying early. As you said, Bone, it's crucial, I think, for Bettina to get a lap in now, and I think he's just gonna get enough time to do it.
Track's definitely improving.
I believe Evans he's done. I believe Evans he's done. I think he's going to be going for another low fuel.
Nice and tidy, perhaps.
So we got Yao. Got a bit of traffic in front.
I'm watching the ones on the cusp.
So Stubbsy's felt the need to go out.
Oh,
the rest of the top 6 have retired.
Always off-putting when there's traffic in front.
Oh.
Better from him. He's going to get a toe off Stubbsy here. I don't know if that's an intentional toe or not. I think that's an intentional toe.
I don't know, but perhaps he's flying.
He's a man possessed, a man on a mission. He wants to make a statement, I think. Comes round Parabolica to complete his lap. What's it going to be? Looks like he's going to be secure anyway.
Six.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's going to improve.
Chris starts his lap. Gator started his lap. These guys are all on the cusp.
Barnes is
all
going
on
to
the
want to
cusp.
improve. He's up by nearly 2 tenths. Barnes is up by nearly 2 tenths, which would slot into around 11th if he can improve.
Gator is going decent as well. Gator's also 2 tenths up on his time he needs to get out. I think he's going to...
Let's see what Barnes can do. Yep, jumps up to 11th, so that should be Barnes safe. Let's see what Chris can do. Currently P15.
Yeah, he's on the cusp, but Gator's going to be the first one in the bottom 3 on this occasion to cross the line. Is Gator going to be able to get out of Q1? He's currently set at 120.2, and I believe he's
pulled out.
Backed off. He has backed off.
Fuel. Might be
no,
fuel.
Gator's pulled out. Vit's still
invalidation.
Oh,
invalidated. Vit's going to be the last to cross the line, I think, Phil.
Is that a retirement on track from Gator as well?
Yes.
Catch back up with him in a minute.
Just make sure you know that, boys, for Barack's retirement on track. See what Chris can do if he comes about to come over the line.
He should improve. He was up on his time.
Oh, he dives into pits.
Oh, he thinks he's safe, but Vittino could knock him out here.
yeah.
Boom is also on a lap. Boom is coming around the Parabolica now with a 1:19.8. Can ABR Boom get out of Q1
He's
here?
up, yeah, he's
ABR
definitely
Boom.
up.
It's time. Come on.
Yeah,
He's got to get through. He's
just-
P15. And he's knocks Chris out. Vittino.
Here comes Vitinho.
He's going to come across.
gonna knock
Is
him
he going to
out?
knock him out? He's going to knock Boom out. He's going to knock Boom out. He has.
Yes, he does.
No.
At the
ABR,
death.
ABR Boom and ABR Chris exit Q1. Oh, and Gator as well.
Oh, dude. I didn't think Vitinho was going to do it then.
Nikiano,
I didn't think he was going
you
to
are
do it.
safe.
Oh, 1:19.5. That was squeaky bum time there, lads.
That was good for a Q1 session.
Yeah, man.
Spicier than you
I think
thought.
that's enough action for me for a while. I thought Vitinho didn't make it then. It looked like the timing just carried on. I thought, oh my god, he's done like 1:99.
He had a wiggle at turn 4. He had a massive wiggle. He went out onto the gravel a little bit. And
made
just
it through. Right, boys, I'm going to have to love you and leave you both.
Thank you for the
I've
guest
gotta
appearance,
go,
Bowen.
but,
Good to
hopefully
hear
I
from you.
can do it. Hopefully I can do it every weekend.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Right, look at that. All within a second, really. All the way down. It's not too bad. Right, I will leave you boys to it. Good luck for the rest of the stream, boys.
No worries, man.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy your evening.
Right,
See you
thank
soon.
you. See you soon.
So if you're new to the channel, this is American British Racing. There'll also be esports content coming out soon as well. We mainly prioritize F1 at the minute. We've got 4 divisions to look at. So we've got tier 1, which is the top tier, which you're watching right now. Then we've got the tier 2 championship, which is on Saturdays, 5 o'clock UK time. We've also got Monday night tomorrow. We've got Phil's calendar season racing taking place. We've got the finale at Abu Dhabi. And then moving into Thursdays, we've got high-speed Apex racing as well to look forward to at 8 o'clock UK time. So if you're looking for F1 content, look no further. This is the place to be as we get ready for Q2.
Absolutely. And it's going to be a phenomenal qualifying. The sun is out and it looks lovely and dry. Nice sunny day in Monza as the day progresses and we go into Q2. We are seeing movement in the pit lane and we are seeing the McLaren garage out and the Alpha garage as well. And I think now, Rich, is the perfect time for the drivers to be setting their bankers because these are the tyres they're going to be starting the race on.
Yeah, so interesting. If you do want to potentially start on a medium compound, are you going to want to do your run at the beginning of the session, at the end of the session? For myself personally, I always like to get that early lap in, like you say, so I would go out early on the medium. If you do invalidate, got time to come back in, etc. If you do leave it late, the track will rubber in, it will come towards you, but you're going to take a risk in doing so. So yeah, this is where the chess really comes into play and the tactics start to show their face. So we've got cars coming out to track now. So who are you
With
gonna
risk
ride on
comes
board with?
reward, Rich. With risk comes reward. I am
who
going to
dares
go on
wins.
board with... Do you know what? I am going to stick on board with the Haas of ADR Nick, the reserve driver in today. Be interesting to see. I believe he's replacing HRC, who's not in attendance today.
Thank you to HRC for all of the work that you do for the channel as well. We really appreciate the graphic content, all of your time and effort. I know it must take ages to do a bit of
Chris
stuff
as well.
myself and animation. Chris, if you haven't watched the like this race, for instance, there will be like a replay of it with the highlights reel. He does a fantastic job with it. Get over to YouTube, ABR_F1, hit that subscribe, give the videos a like because these guys put a lot of time and dedication into this work and it really pays off as well. As you can see, Stubbsy fully committing, over-committing actually in the first Rotofilio there, and he's invalidating his first lap. He is on the soft tyre, so we'll have another option there as well.
Definitely will, and it's now got to that point where we've got a massive queue of drivers at the Parabolica waiting to start a lap. As you saw in
purple.
the shocking Q3 in real life Italian Grand Prix, where they're all just following each other around trying to get a lap.
Yeah, don't do that again, boys. No dirty tactics. Don't be holding each other up. Do bolts, and don't want to be the first off the train, because a tow round here could equate to up to half a second quite easily.
100%. Absolutely.
So, as we come through Ascari with Vitinho, looking quick here. He's getting a nice little tow of Stubbsy as well. He's going to make his way back to the pits.
ABR Nick was just pushing a little bit too hard there. Goes round turn 5 and spins, and he will not be happy with that. He will be going again.
Us off with a 19.1, and Vitinho is going to come up to the line next with 21.2. We've now got Jerem, a 19.8. And who are we going to choose to ride with next? Who is first from that bunch?
I am with Stubbsy. He's just started his lap, so you got a few to choose from, to be fair.
Yeah, we've got AJ coming around the Parabolica now. Let's see what he's going to deliver for lap time. Let's go, AJ.
Stubbsy coming to Curva Grande.
19.4.
It's a good lap, really good lap. Oh, and Stubbsy almost did exactly what Nick did. He caught the gravel, but I think he's just about saved it, and he's going to keep going.
Get out of the way. Oh, it's 2 cars in front of him. Just in time. They've got purple sector 2 for Yaunef. Looking good. Keep it smooth operator, baby. Keep that traction.
Very
Maximum
interesting.
Action.
Oxtes is the only one who's opted for the medium tyre so far. So whether he just wants to run, get the feel of them, and maybe go on another lap on soft.
Goes fastest. He breaks the 18 barrier, and 18.997. He's going to be well chuffed with that. Great lap from
Stubbsy's gone in the pits. He did make a mistake. I'm going to keep an eye on Oxtes. I'm going to keep an eye on his timing on those medium tyres. I mean, it's interesting because this is the session where drivers won't mind.
An 18.998. Sorry.
Oh my god! I saw that. Purple sector for Oxtes on the mediums. This will be interesting. Yeah, no, I think that was very justified. Rich jumping in there. That is very, very close boundaries there. I don't think
up to the line.
Doesn't happen very often. And Oxtes appears to have backed off.
So sector 2. Good. So yeah, if it is the one stop, you do have to put on the soft, really, don't you? Just in case of early safety, something going on. Any early damage, you can get in and make that early call. It's not going to cost you. Buraps goes third overall, 19 dead. Good lap from Buraps.
Here goes Oxtes. He's starting medium tyre, which is very, 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 very interesting. Good lap, Buraps. Very good lap.
Callum's purple in sector 1, Phil. He's pushing.
Really? Am I surprised?
Yeah.
He just keeps improving.
And he hardly practices as well, from what I hear.
So 26 dead. First sector for Oxtes. He's 8 temps up on 135.2. See if he can hold this lap together and potentially get a good time on these tyres. He'd love to get our Q2 on those.
So as we've got Callum coming up to the pit lane.
Very interesting.
Chandler is going to set a lap time now.
Oh,
and Chandler is going to go first.
We've got a retirement. Oxtes is out at Ascari. Oh, what an unfortunate. When can
Oh,
this
he's
guy
in the
get a
gravel, is he?
break? When can he get a break? He's out of the session, and that is a yellow flag on sector 3, and that is going to slow.
Collision? Or did he just lose
No,
it?
just lose it at the exit of the scar. Yeah, went nose into barrier. I felt sorry for him. Never catches a break, this poor man.
Unlucky to Oxtis there. Hopefully he bounced back in the race. This is a track where overtaking is very possible, and you might be able to get a nice strat on come the start of the race. So fingers crossed for you, Oxtis. We've got Stubbsy on a flyer, and I think Jerem as well is out there.
Stubbsy just set purple sector 1, and is going miles better than he was last run, that's for sure. He's touched no gravel, that's for a good start. And now sticks into gear 4 around there, and now the upshifts begin. Heads towards Ascari. What's sector 2 going to be? He's got a 52.3, he's gone purple.
Looking good, looking smooth.
He's taken Ascari well. He's taken it nice and smooth, as you have just said. Richie, smooth operator, FRA Stubbsy is now coming around to the curb of Parabolica. What's it going to be? Currently 1 or 2 drivers to not set a time. Across the line he comes. What's it going to be? It's a 119 dead, and he goes
Very
to P4.
nice.
Good lap. Very good lap. Callum on and out lap.
And yeah, if you want to explain what exactly happened to Oxtis, we got Buraks asking in the chat.
Yeah, Oxtis. So he was flying on the medium tyres. He was about 9/10 up on his time, and he took Ascari really well and just pushed too hard on the exit and caught too much of the outside curb, and his car just went into a 180 and face into the barrier really, and there was nothing he could really do from there on, unfortunately.
A big shame, but he will get a new car for the race, thankfully. Also, what was I going to say? Callum is about to start a lap. In the chat with us, we've got Ezivan, good old Sergeant in the chat. We've got Burats in the chat. Milsey, welcome along, good evening. And a few others as well. Callum's going to get the hammer down.
In case you didn't know, Mills is half.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was until about a couple of days ago.
Harvey Mills, that's his last name. Mills.
Fair enough. Callum's on a lap now, I see. Into sector 1. .25.6 there. Oh, he's
validated.
Oh.
He's going to have to get back to the pits double quick. He should have time though, because he should get back to the pits in about 3.5 minutes. Won't take too long, so no stress, Callum, no stress. As I think, is it Vitinho has just popped up in second field? Gone 18.883. Exceptional lap from Vitinho there. Well done, give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself an ice cream and hop back to the pits, mate. So we've got Sofian and Barnes out on track.
See what Callum's going to do.
Yes.
He's going to dive in.
Munja Class said Oxtes did what he done in CSR versus TSRC race. You may remember that, chaps.
I do. I was
a flashback
with it.
action replay.
Well remembered, Munja.
If you haven't seen that one, type in TSRC versus CSR. You'll find it on YouTube on my channel. We're Racing. It was an epic race.
You'll also see some very exciting commentary from Richie Skills towards the end of the race there, if you stick to watch the whole video.
Oh, and yourself, Phil. But yeah, I got more animated, you could say. I'll get right into it. I love the racing from these boys. We've got some great talent on display, some great pace, and you know, sometimes you just delve into it. It's like watching the real thing, especially when you've got a few of your mates racing. It can get emotional, Phil. It can get emotional. Not gonna lie.
Especially
yeah,
when you're leading the boys to victory. Especially when you're
just
leading the boys to victory.
Boom did leave the session. We try and get back in the field. I don't know if Brooks.
No, I think he did join back. I think he is back
Yeah?
in. I think
I
I saw
hope
him
so.
join. Yeah.
Sofian did go purple in sector 2, so he's looking on for a good lap. Hopefully going to secure himself into the next round of qualifying, as we've got the top 3 now retired from this session.
Callum's just come out. Here we go. He really needs to get it this time. He's probably going to have one shot at this now. Come on, Callum. We know you got it in your son.
Everyone just winding it up, getting ready. Nick's on the flyer. Right
I'd love to say. To be fair, as much as I want Callum to get out of Q2, I'd love to see him start from 15th and how he would go through the field. But
yeah, see him work
be
for
an
it
interesting
a little bit.
one.
So, question from Millsy: what button do you guys assign clutch to? Upshift? Yeah, myself personally, on the line I have the upshift.
Yep,
also
mine's
as a
upshift
clutch,
as well.
double function.
Yeah.
You could use the pedal, but I don't like to use the pedal in all honesty, because it's not really authentic in the F1 car to have a small paddle for the clutch. As Nick comes up to the line, what's his final lap going to be?
Oh!
Is it going to be enough to see him through?
Sofian
What's going on, Phil?
is just retired. He has absolutely
Where?
scarring. Oh my god! I was on
Baroness.
I just saw the Williams in the background. He's done it at the Scary Ridge. Again, unfortunately.
On the exit, it's gone into the left-hand wall.
Yeah.
He's got too much curb, spat him out. And,
What a shame. That's unlucky.
oh dear. It's looking on for a good lap. But,
Here goes Callum towards the Curvo Grande. He's going to pass the Haas, who I think is
Marnus up to the line.
Sector
20.2. He's not going to improve on his position. He improves on his time. Going to ride on board with the man, Callum.
He is going well so far. He's got a purple sector 1 for his troubles. He just needs to keep it on the track, which that's all he needs to do. He knows he can get through. He just needs to be nice and nimble. 51.7 for sector 2 again. Purple. How's he going to take a scarring?
He's invalidated. He's invalidated, Phil.
Oh,
It's
no.
all over. They think it's all over. It is now. Callum is going to start P15 in this one. And your wish has
He's
come
invalidated.
true. I've got a red
He's not
circle.
invalidated on. He's not invalidated on one.
Yeah, look, he's crossed the line. No time.
That was weird.
No
Now
time.
this is going to be interesting.
Purple sector 2 for Kimi.
And we've got
Normally indicates a bit more downforce on the car.
Mercedes, who's done
He's invalidated
3
as well.
laps.
That's going to be all for Kimi.
And
Who
this
else is on the
Mercedes
flyer?
is 11 seconds.
Jeremy's
Nah,
on the
this-
lap. Kenny looks safe.
Yeah, he is
Let's,
safe.
I think that's your lot.
Yeah, Barnes,
Yeah.
he's
That
11
is it.
seconds behind.
So, another interesting qualifying session, and it's
Callum.
Callum that is the massive casualty, as well as Oxtes, you'd have to say, out of that session. They're going to start well out of the pecking order. This is going to give the likes of everyone pretty much. You know,
Darman's
Boraps really
gonna-
has to capitalise today, because he's really in the hunt for this one, and the rest of them, you know, they need to get their head down and disappear into the sunset when it comes to the start of the race now.
Yeah.
Callum's going to have to try and go
100%.
something different on the strap. Try and work his way back into this somehow.
You know what, Rich? I'll be dead honest with you. I'm still not changing my pick. Like, despite the fact he's starting 15, I'm not changing. He's
That's
just
a
so
loyal
nimble
man for
around
you,
the
Phil.
corners. And same with
But it's
Oxted,
just the
right?
nature
I
of
know
the
he's
track.
starting 13, but I know he'll get up the field.
The things that concerns me is having to make all of them moves. Not the fact that he's not fast enough to. It's just you're going to put yourself in the danger zone,
Yeah,
in the firing line so
absolutely.
much. You know, that's
So-
my concern. Like,
Q2, we saw the eliminations of AJ, Sofian, Barnes, Oxtes, and the surprise of Callum, also, who's going to have it to do from P15 on the grid. Of course, we got Chandler, Bettino, Yannick, Verstappen, Stubbsy, Evansy, Baraps, Nick, Kimi, and OTR Jerem who all advance through to Q3 as we prepare for the final qualifying session before the race. We're getting closer, Rich.
Yeah, so if one lot of action isn't enough and you want to watch the race again from a different angle, remember to head over to CSR Phil GH to get the other driver eyes view. Press the red button for multiple screens and get the other perspective on proceedings. There'll be people pressing the red button now.
Right. Guys, just to reiterate, don't press the red button. Just head over to my Twitch channel, which is CSR Phil GH, if you do want to catch another perspective of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, he may catch a glimpse of you, maybe doing an overtake or a certain... I might be focusing on another battle, maybe something else going on track, so you'll be able to see Oxness incident over there. Go have a look yourself, what exactly happened. Do have a look there, and in the future we'll try and get some split screen action for you in the replays after the Grand Prix as we're getting ready for Q3.
Absolutely.
Everyone going up very early.
Yeah, no wasting time here. Well, they're all in a queue, but crucially, Chandler is out first, and he's got the whole track to himself. He's nowhere near anyone.
We've only got one car in the
However,
by the look of it. Everyone else has left
now,
the building.
I am going to ask you a question because you haven't answered it, and it's going to be a change. Who is your pick for pole?
My pick for pole?
Now
I'm going to go with Chandler again. I think he's got the confidence, he's got the wind in his sails, and I think, I think he'll just nick it.
I think I'm going to have to agree with you, but personally, if I had to say someone else, purely down to heart, I think Stubbsy's got a good lap in him. If Stubbsy doesn't get pole, I definitely think he'll be front or second row for sure. Perhaps also Nick, all being very quick. So,
and speaking of Chandler, he's going to be the first to cross the line to start his flying lap. And then up behind him, it looks like we've got an Alfa Romeo of Stubbsy. Then I think we've got the first Red Bull, potentially of Kimi.
Yeah, as perhaps I believe.
He's towing along Yaunif.
I'm on board with him.
He's got Yaunif behind him. So a nice train of cars there. They'll be helped out by the tow. Chandler is punching a hole in the wind, remember. He's all out on his own. And he's setting the benchmark for first sector times. Fully committed and over-committed, and he's invalidated.
Baraps has backed off.
So careful not to
Baraps
invalidate.
has backed off.
You have to commit to the curves. You don't want to be anywhere near the front. If you hesitate, don't commit. It's not going to be good enough.
I'm going to keep an eye on ABR Nick. He's shown some very good pace over the course of this. We've got a Toro Rosso who is on the grass, allowing drivers to go through. So we're all in a train of cars, as you said, Rich. So everyone is going to be somewhat in the tow.
Going to be the first to set out a lap time now.
Yeah, I'm definitely
behind him.
What's the benchmark? Say a 118.8. Have a feeling.
Get a solid one for your first lap. Go again at the end of the session, hopefully. Stubbsy up to the line. 19 dead.
119 dead.
Yaunif's coming
it's
up.
Interesting. Yaunif 119.2.
Oh, and Verstappen 18.6. What a lap.
Here comes ABR Nick.
Tino 18.9.
ABR Nick 119.2. Here comes Evansy. This could be a good lap. Evansy across, up to 6th.
Remember, chaps, qualifying 3, these tyres, use, abuse, and then throw them in the bin after this. They're going to be no good to you afterwards, so do use and abuse them. And a great lap from Verstappen to kick us off. That's a great benchmark, an 18.6. And that's going to fill him with confidence. He's going to go back in, hopefully have some fresh rubber left in the garage and go once more. So we've got a question here, Phil. Mystic is asking strategies.
So Interestingly enough, I think best strategy to go for here is the softs to start with. I think 27 laps Grand Prix. I think with the risk of an early safety car, I think the softs are going to be the no-brainer. Because if you do get that early safety car, to then opt for the hard tyres is not a bad choice. They are not a bad set of rubber to run around here. So yeah, I wouldn't risk starting on the mediums purely for the fact of A, wing damage, and B, like Richard said.
That's the thing, you don't want them.
Like
That's the most versatile tyre, really. And,
yeah, exactly. And then if you don't get a safety car come out, then you're going to go to the mediums. So I think the softs are the safer bet. However, I have seen medium stints work if there isn't a safety car, and if it does go the distance, mediums to softs can work absolutely. But is it worth taking that risk? And sometimes in F1 you have to do just that. So yeah, that's my recommendation.
Stick your neck on the line.
Softs, but
if you're not willing to take risks in this sport, you're not going to win anything. That's the nature of the beast.
I mean, mediums may not work. However, if they do work, then you're going to be on the best tyre at the end of the Grand Prix. So
yeah, it's a bold one. It's a really bold one. But
I personally, and with this track and with turn 1 and with the braking zone, I just personally myself wouldn't trust it. I really wouldn't. You see so many first corner shenanigans at Monza, and it really doesn't help when there's front wings flying everywhere. If you're one of those people on the medium tyre with that front wing flying off, not going to be a comfortable Grand Prix for you.
What's going to be your thinking in your strategy? Starting P11 there. Just finished outside the top 10. You're going to go on a fresh soft then, in that case?
Absolutely. I think those fresh softs as well, you'll be able to take those extra couple of laps should you be able to go the distance as well, to get maybe an advantage.
It's going to be for Chandler, second fastest, 18.855. Good lap from Chandler.
Got Jerem about to start his lap. But yeah, I think if you have that privilege of starting on fresh softs outside the top 10, absolutely go for it, because you're losing nothing. And then if you do manage to get wing damage on turn 1, or and then a safety car comes out or whatever, then at least then you'll be able to change onto the hard tyres. That won't be so bad. But there's no point in starting on slower tyres if you're going to get compromised, because you're going to ideally go to the mediums later. In an ideal world. However,
a number of drivers starting their final laps by the look of it. Verstappen, Vitinho, Stubbsy.
Rem's not got a lap.
Jerem on a flyer. Evans has just started his as well. Looks like Nick and Kimi are winding one up. And Callum's saying, let's hope I survive turn 1 and I'll show you some overtaking, boys. So, thing with turn 1, boys, is if you think something's going to happen, don't be afraid to jump onto the escape road.
Back out.
If you do have to dive to the escape road, come off the throttle, live to fight another day. That's what you sometimes need to do. Thank you to the new followers. We're now up to 87 on the channel, on our push to 100, and that's our next target. So if you haven't already followed the channel, please click follow. We'd love you to join the community. Thank you to our subscribers. We're up to 4 now. We appreciate that. If you've got an Amazon Prime, link it to your Twitch and you'll get a free subscription to the ABR channel to get some exclusive features. Staffen has invalidated this time, so we'll come back to the pits.
Yeah, he invalidated that as Scary, so it's going to be squeaky bum time for him to get in and out again. Should be able to do it. Kimi, who's on his flyer, coming up to Scary. He's 3 tenths up on his time in Sector 2, and he has invalidated that as Scary, so That might be Kimi done.
I think a lot of them are doing an extra warm-up lap. It looked like they've done a slow first lap, and it looks like they're going to go hard on the actual second one. There's some interesting
Not a
tactics.
bad idea, that's for sure.
Just don't need to worry
It's
about
done.
these
I've seen it done.
Yeah.
And ABR Nick is coming up to the Parabolica. He is very near the time he needs to reach to get that provisional pole. As ABR Nick gonna come round, and he's gone with a 1:18.8 into P2. That's a class time for ABR Nick there.
That is an exceptional time. Nick representing for ABR puts himself up into P2. I think that is a great achievement there. Can anyone better it? We got
Well, we got Stubbsy on a. Yeah, he invalidated Ascari as well, I think.
Stubbsy's winding it up. I think they're all doing an extra outlap. Or they're just invalidating like crazy. So that's all from Vitinho. Evansy as well. Downlift down in P8. He's going to want to improve. Hammer time.
Here goes Stubbsy. He's going for it.
Oh, and he's taking too much on the exit. On the exit of the first Lesmo. 48 seconds remaining. Hopefully he can get round again. Kimi's into the pits. It's going to be game over for Kimi. Who's on a quick lap.
And it's Stubbsy. He is going through to the end of sector 1 now. And he is down at the moment by a 10 on his time so far. So he has plenty of track to find some extra time.
It looks like the track temps are going to have been dropping because the cloud has reformed quite substantially once again. I'm going to ride on board with the racing point of Chandler. He's on a flyer and he's pushing hard, Phil. Looking good. Looking smooth. Comes up to sector 2.
And Stubbsy has invalidated. As is perhaps that has been him done.
Real tricky track to really nail it. We've got purple sector 2 for Mr. Chandler. Looking good for Ascari. Maximize the exit there, nice and smooth on the application. Can he pull out pole here? It's looking good.
Rem's just behind him.
Parabolica, slight hesitation on the power there, runs it out wide. Take the shortest line possible up to the line. What's it going to be for Chandler? And it's pole for Chandler, an 18.5 at the death. Can Verstappen go any better? Oh, I think he's... No. Got Yalnif out on the lap. I think he's the only one that can challenge this field. Or improve. Coming for Ascari, he's invalidated, he's run wide.
Oh no.
That's it for qualifying, I think, chaps.
Mamma mia.
That is your lot. Chandler takes the pole at the death. A great lap there from the Racing Point driver. And we're on for a good one. We've got Verstappen and Chandler on the front row. And, turn 1 is going to be emotional, Phil.
Oh Lord. Oh, this is going to be absolute crazy. There is literally just over a second between pole and 10th. Just goes to show how close this grid really is.
Class field we got here.
So, what we will go, we will have a short break in between now and the start of the race to allow the drivers to do what they need to do. It's been a very long session, of course, going through, for those who have gone all the way from Q1 to Q3. That's quite a long time. So we'll be away shortly.
We're going to put a quick commercial break. And we'll be back to the regular viewing, so a quick 60-second ad break. Go and get yourself a quick bevy. Do not exit the stream now, please. Now you can run a 60-second ad break on the channel, Phil. I was like, we've got to do it. That's what you do. before the game starts. What's the score you've been keeping up with? I haven't seen.
I'm literally, how you read my mind, I'll never know, but I'm literally looking at.
Great minds think alike, Phil. What can I say?
Oh, Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Interestingly enough.
You ready for your grid order and your tyres? Don't forget the tyres.
I am indeed, indeed, indeed.
So if you are just joining us, welcome along to the ABR Tier 1 Championship. This is round 8 of 11. This is Monza, and this is Phil.
Yeah, so we are ready to go. Of course, your tyre choices here. You've got the soft C2, the medium C3, and the hard C4. Those are your tyre compounds for this Grand Prix, and they will be available. So as the formation begins, we are going to run through the order of the grid for this Italian Grand Prix. Starting on pole is XR Chandler in the Racing Point. Alongside him is Sink Verstappen. Behind them is ABR Nick and ABR Latino. The Haas lock out the second row of the grid. FRA Stubbsy in the Alpha with ABR Baraps in the Red Bull start behind. Then we got Evansy and Yalnif on the next row of the grid. After them is OTR GRM and ABR Kimi. And then we got AJ and Sofian on the next row of the grid with the newcomer Barnes in the Mercedes with Oxtes alongside him. In 15th, we've got Callum in the Williams, who'll be looking to get his way up the grid alongside him being ABR Boone. And then behind them, we got the two Ferraris of ABR Chris and Gator with Ganjuiz in the Renault rounding off the grid.
So glad Ganjuiz could make it to the party. He didn't make the qualifying, unfortunately, but he'll be looking to make up positions. We've got a number of cars on the medium compound, Phil, first of which is AJ in P11, so that's answered my question. Starting P11, what tyre are you going to go on? He's going to take a punt and go on the medium tyre. Sofian in 12th is going to go on the fresh set of softs. And we've got pretty much the rest of them on the mediums apart from Gator. And of course the top 10 starting on that fastest tyre, which they set their time on in qualifying too. So as we are just going to go up towards the grid, and we're going to get ready for the Italian Grand Prix, and we've got Chandler in the wall.
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy.
Hopefully no damage, Phil. The front wing looks intact. Thank God for that.
I don't think you can get damage on a formation, can you? I've never have.
I'll hand over to you, Phil.
As the drivers do get ready to approach the grid, 4 lights out. Let's just hope for a very nice and clean turn 1 of this Italian Grand Prix and no safety car shenanigans after turn 2. So Chandler takes his mark on pole here, gets ready. All the drivers enter in the grid now. This is going to be a crucial start here in front of the Tifosi. Here we go for the Italian Grand Prix. Lights are on. 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Italian Grand Prix here. It's a great start from Chandler in the Racing Point. Who already gets a good gap here as they all merge into turn 1. All been a bit aggressive, but all seem to be okay. There does seem to be a little bit of cut in the corner here, but all seem to be going fairly okay.
Yeah, the Mercedes took to the escape road. A wise move from Baroness there. As they come around the curve of Grande, they're going 2-3 wide, Phil. But everyone's coming through hopefully clean into that braking zone. You get the pinch point on here. Good driving on display.
Well so far. Callum is down a place at the moment. He is in 16th. He started 15th, so he's going to want to get a move on those medium tyres. However, what a start from Chandler. He got the start absolutely on point there. He was a mile ahead in
Has
terms
got a
of
move.
reactions there of
Perhaps sends
Verstappen.
one up the inside, Phil, into the entrance of Ascari. A delightful move on the eyes there. Great move from Buraps. Push now, Buraps. Get onto the back of Nick. Let's go. And we've also got Evansy eyeing up a move just behind him, and they're all so close at the minute as they come into the Parabolica. Is anyone going to take a late move? I think it's going to be down into turn one if he's going to do it anywhere, but we've also got Evansy. He's looking to overtake Yaunif now. As they come through to start lap 2 of the Grand Prix. This is going to be a great one, Phil.
It absolutely is. I am buzzing.
Here we go, Evansy sends it to the inside. It's going to get squeezed down the outside. Some good respectful racing. They both come through clean. What we want to see.
And we've got a Williams on the escape road there. I believe that's Callum.
Yeah, Callum dropping down a few positions, it looks like there. And at the front of the order, I think we've just seen a change of position. I think Stubbsy just lost out there. He's going to come back at Verstappen. And Chandler's pulled out a 1 second lead. Crucial now, as well as Vitinho. He's pulling out his own little buffer, and it's the rest of the train behind him.
Yeah, this is crazy. That was a crazy opening lap, but all seem to be around in one piece, crucially, and all seem to be in a competitive racing mode here. None of the drivers are giving in, and none of them are giving away too much space at these corners. We are seeing drivers defend absolutely precisionally, going around the Ascari. All these drivers are holding it together so far. Really impressed with the opening couple of laps of these drivers. Very, very good racing. But at the moment, like you say, we've all just got this massive train and everyone's just in the slipstream at the moment. But crucially, Chandler getting a 1.3 second gap early on.
Stubbs is going to make a move into turn 1. He thinks better of it.
To break that DRS. I've got a very, very, very wide Williams there of Suffian going into the corner.
We've got Barnes here. He's got a bit of a party behind him. He's got Ganjuiz and Gator. Ganjuiz just gets past Gator there. Around the curve of Grande. Is it going to be a Grande move? Oh, down into the braking zone. Barnes holds it off there. We've got another change.
And down the inside goes Oxters. He has got the move done. He's up to P12. That's a great move there from the Racing Point, who crashed out in Q2. And now he's all over the back of the Toro Rosso, going towards Ascari. This is very, very, very close racing here. The Racing Point versus the Toro Rosso. Who's going to get it done?
Oh, gives him a
as they
love
go
tap.
around Ascari.
Compromises Jeremy's
and
going to
he's
get a
at the
warning.
tape. Yeah, and Oxters is going to surely get a better run because of a bad.
Oh, there's two cars on the back of them, Phil. Look behind. Don't look at the mirror's
down
place.
the inside.
Don't look at your mirrors.
Suffian's there as well. And down the inside goes Oxters. And into 11th goes the Racing Point. And he's going to absolutely love that.
Look at the Williams.
Can he hold it together down
Look
the main
at the
straight?
Renault. Boom wants in on the action. As well as Sofian here.
Callum's there as well.
Here we go,
Oh
down
my
into
God, and
turn
look at the
1.
Williams. Look at the Williams. As he thinks better of it, which I think in the long run is going to help all of them drivers there.
Some great racing on display, guys. Some great clean racing. This is what we want to see. We've got Burats looking to make a Grande move. He goes to the inside. Is he going to get it stopped inside? He sends it up the inside of the Haas of Nick, and that's Burats up into P5. An exceptional move for the Red Bull driver. Now get your head down, Burats. Push now, and keep moving, son.
Oh, and Callum and Boom. Oh, these two are having some really hefty racing. Boom goes down the inside of Callum. Oh, these two are absolutely going wall to wall here. Oh, I think I need to take a breath for a moment.
It's changing
now,
from one
Callum,
corner to the next. But the leader has pulled out 1.4 seconds. And then we've got Verstappen closing in now on Vitinho, actually. Now that's interesting there for the battle for the rest of the podium. And we've got Nick by the look of it. He's going to make a move into the Parabolica. He's got the inside line now. And that's him back up past Burats. Burats is going to have the line down this straight, but he's going to have company of Yaunif. The ABR boys are going to fight tooth and nail down the main straight field. And it's going to be a four-way fight here. Oh, we've got some great racing. The Mercedes is on the inside. The Haas is in the middle now.
Here comes the McLaren.
Watch out, McLaren. Stay out of it, son. We're going to go 2 by 2 through the first corner. And we've got an end plate off. I think the Mercedes has lost his front left end plate there, Phil, with some damage.
Oh,
Unfortunate for Yalnif, and he looks slow out of the corner. Evans, he's going to get him. He's going to go around the outside of Curva Grande. Here we go. He's got the
and
position
Callum
done.
is in the pits. Callum is in the pits for a set of hard compound tyres till the end of the Grand Prix. Now, I don't think that... No, I think that is generally a strap that he's going for. But he started on the mediums. I don't get that. Interesting, well.
Damage or saying, but Yalnif, his pace is really dropping off here. He needs to get back in the rhythm now. And here we go. Evansy is on the back of Buraps. He needs to get back to Nick now. As they come down towards Parabolica, they're going to go side by side. Callum's got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings now.
And Yalnif is really, really struggling here, Rich. He's really struggling. I think he's going to need to dive into the pits here.
Buraps, Evansy.
He's not going to, though.
Who's he going to be? So Buraps has got some good top speed. He's also got DRS.
Oh, and he's got his teammate in the background, Kimmy, there as well.
Nick's sort of holding him up now. He needs to push now.
Oh, Vitinho, Verstappen and Stubbsy here for second, third and fourth. I don't know if you're watching, but this is through the 3 wide of the Grande. Sig Verstappen's going to try and go down the inside. And he has done. Sig Verstappen's got the place and is up to second here.
Vitinho's going to come back. He's caught the gravel. He's going to have the inside line, is he? No, he's not. He's going to have to tap back in there. Into the first Lesmo.
Stubbsy's going to have a good line here.
He's ready to pick up the pieces if there's any tears here.
Stubbsy's got it. Stubbsy's going to have it here. He's got a great run going towards Ascari here. Is he going to wait until the end of Ascari to make a move? He is doing some major ERS saving here. And he's going to have some great power. Great exit out of Ascari here. And he's now all over the back of Vitinho. The trees have got in the way there, but we've got a nice helicopter view of Stubbsy, Vitinho and Verstappen, and they're all going to have a freeway battle down the main straight. Oh, here we go. This is going to be good. Is Vitinho going to have... Oh, here we go. It's hammer time.
He's going to be bravest under brakes. Vitinho's got the run field.
Vitinho might get it done. But Stubbsy's also there as well. Verstappen's going to hold the inside.
Managed to get a stop there.
And Stubbsy, again, with an absolute phenomenal exit.
And we've got the McLaren Ghost in there. Been a bit too close at first.
They move yet though.
Here we go, the McLaren's going to come back at him. We're actually going to show him the outside, but McLaren's going to try and do the dummy. Slips back in though. Don't know where to look for the battles at the minute. Don't know where to look.
We'll just give a shout out to our leader, Chandler. 3.7 second lead, lap 7 of the Grand Prix.
Well, that's it. He's not battling. He's just doing consistent laps at the minute. And really, like in the last Grand Prix, Phil, he's going to try and do pole to flag.
He's doing a good job of it so far.
So on lap 7 of the Grand Prix, your current race leader is Charlie. In second, we got Verstappen, then it's Vitinho, Stubbsy, Nick, Buraps, Evansy, Kimi, AJ, Yalnif, Jerem, Oxtes, Sofian, Boom, Gangelwiz, Varnus, Chris, Callum and Gator at the back of the field. We start lap 8 of the Italian Grand Prix around the circuit of Monza, and we've got a nice battle forming at the front all the way through the field.
That's a massive slipstream train here, and here goes Buraps on Nick. Buraps is going to try on the outside.
He just checked his speed there because Nick
Boom's
covered
in the
line.
pit.
He's going to have a good exit, Sofian with a penalty. And we're going to go around the outside of Curva Grande, are we?
This might be a Grande
major
move
lag there.
from Nick. Massively.
Oh, at the moment there, I think Evansy may touch the back of Buraps or something, because a momentary lapse of traction there for Buraps, and it's allowed the McLaren to go through.
Oh, sorry, Rich, but I think we're going to have a nice little battle up here towards Ascari. Stubbsy and Vitinho again having a nice battle, and Vitinho is really, really defending that position hard and doing a lot of the RS saving, I can tell. So this is Stubbsy's time to push now. Push now.
Verstappen's
If
doing a good
anyone
job without
likes
DRS
that phrase.
at this minute. Doing a really good job. 3 seconds for Chris. Our leader starts lap 9 of the Grand Prix.
Shout out to ABR Baraps' dad if you're watching. Push now.
As in the pits comes Kimi and OTR Jerem. They're going to make their pit stop for the day. Who else has made a stop? Let's just have a look. So currently to have made a pit stop is Gator,
Boom made a stop as well.
Callum, Jerem and Kimi. And they have opted. Gator's on the medium, Boom's on the hard, as well as Callum. And the rest are going on to the mediums by the look of it. So we've got Nick all over the back of Evansy. Really starting to push him now. And Baraps just about holding on to that 1 second window. Do not let go of it, Baraps. You need to stay within that 1 second. Use everything you got, champ.
Oh, there's a spin from Fantino. And Stubbsy's going to go around the outside. And Stubbsy's up to third. A crucial mistake from Fantino around Ascari there.
Manages to compose himself. Lives to fight another day, though, Phil.
Yeah, just
well done for catching
just
it.
about.
But yeah, that's going to have cost them. And into the pits.
And
Leader in the pits.
out.
Leader in the pits.
5 second penalty for Verstappen. He might have to serve that.
And Evansy.
Stop, no?
I think Evansy's got one as well.
Stubbsy's going to get a nice stop here. He might come out in P2 if the stop is swift. And Stubbsy is just behind Verstappen, so Verstappen's going to serve that 5 second penalty at the end of the race.
So your race leader comes back out into P9, and that has closed the gap considerably. You can see the gap now between Chandler and Verstappen, so that's really helped him out. I think it's 1.5 the gap now between Chandler and Verstappen, so that's really benefited Verstappen in that pit stop. But our current race leader is Vitinho. He stayed out another lap, and hopefully can hold them tyres together, because it looks like they're starting to go off Phil.
Yeah, I think as it stands at the moment, he will be coming out behind Stubbsy.
Evansy, Kimi. Evansy's through, up into P12. Perhaps just behind this battle. He needs to hang on to the back of his teammate. Let's have a look back to the front. As we expect to see Vitinho make an entrance to the pit lane. Get on a fresh set of boots. And yes, he
Look
does.
at Mystic. Mystic,
gonna stay out.
Known as AJ now.
AJ's going to stay out.
In P3.
Doing
He's
an
on the medium tyre. He's going for medium soft. He's going for the strat. So's Oxtez. Look at what's happened to Bottas? He's just in the. What's he doing? He's just parked in the last corner.
He's waiting for him to go through, I think. Oh, I don't know where to look, Phil. As Vitinho comes out in P10 after his pit stop. P10. As we've got Evansy battling with Kimi into turn 1. Luckily, Evansy does ghost there. Both live to fight another day. It's closing them up to Baraps.
Come on, Oxtez.
Let's go, Oxtez. He's right on the gearbox of him now.
He's going to have DRS.
He's going to have the run, surely, Phil. Vitinho with a 3 second. And he's got the inside line.
The inside is Oxtez.
Into Ascari, there you go.
Attaboy, what a move. What a move that was.
Slipstream so powerful. Look at this. He's already coming back at him as they head up to Parabolica. Yannick's going to go to the inside. No, he's not. He's going to hold off.
He's going to pit this lap, I think. This lap 10 old soft tyres.
Yeah.
As Nick's pitted. Which will put Mystic and Oxtez, who haven't stopped yet.
Yannick stayed out for another lap, Phil.
Come out on fresh rubber.
He wants to make the use of this DRS. Oh, and it goes side by side. It's a touch there. And it's going to allow the Renault through as well. That's Ganjou's up into P3, Phil. Ganjou is up into P3. Off the start and at the back. He's yet to stop, remember.
Is now
And here comes the Renault. He's going to look to the inside. He's going to send it late. Here he goes into Rotafino. They're going to go side by side.
Oxtes is going to commit. And Oxtes is going to get the inside line.
Oxtes has got the corner now to Lesmo 1. His line's going to be quite tight.
Great racing.
And Gandul is going to come right back at him now, Phil. Down this DRS straight.
That DRS.
Into Ascari. He's got a good traction out the corner. He's already got the run. Here we go. And he gets the move down.
Down the inside. However, is Oxtes done? Nope.
Didn't get the best
I don't
exit.
think he is.
And so we have a look down the order at some other action going on. We've got Chris on the back of Verstappen.
Do you know what though? Have you seen this McLaren out front? He's 4 seconds clear, right? He is sure.
Oh, we got someone out, Phil. We just caught the end of it. Sofian is out. Again, the same place as in qualifying. And we got a full safety car deployed, full safety car. This is playing right into the hands of AJ, I think, Mystic, because he's not made a pit stop yet, as well as Ganju is, and Oxtes, I think,
and
Phil.
Oxtes.
So they're going to get a free pit stop.
To the strategy.
And we've also got the rest of the guys who it's really benefited now is Yalnif, Phil, because he's managed to get into the box as soon as that was thrown out, and he's going to be the first of the pack potentially. Let's see how it plays out when they come around. But
I'll be dead honest. I think Mystic's going to come out in the lead.
So this is going to throw everyone back into the mix. The likes of Callum, Kimi, Buraps, everyone. They're going to get a chance, a crack at the whip, shall we say? And yeah, not good news.
This
is
crazy. This is playing right into the McLarens of this McLaren out in front. And this is his Grand Prix to lose. He's got a 6.2 second gap over the car behind him. And Chandler is then a further 7 seconds back behind. I can only assume that this McLaren is going to come out and take the lead of this Grand Prix. He pits now. This is interesting. This is a very interesting.
So, Tropic, you just got a timeout in the chat, my friend. See you later, mate. Hopefully you can come back with something better to say.
He's on fresh softs now. He is.
10 minutes, mate. So what is going on? Chandler stayed out, yeah? They're going to the end.
Yep.
They were going to take the track position. I think it's a good call, Phil. I think it's a good call. Ganjawis. Go on, Ganja. Oh, he just missed out. Yalnif's just got through. He was pushing down the straight there, Yalnif. But Ganja, after starting P19, I think, Phil, is up in 8th position. And he's opted, interestingly, I don't know if he was already on the medium, so he's probably had to have gone onto the hard now. The softs wouldn't last till the end. He's already used the medium. You have to use 2 sets of compounds, remember?
And AJ have gone for softs.
Yeah, but
AJ.
Did they use another tyre earlier? How many stops have they done?
They used mediums. They was the exact same as Ganju is. They all started on the mediums.
Who?
Ganju is, Oxtes and AJ started on medium tyres.
Yeah. So they've got softs.
Oxtes.
Good luck. Hopefully they get a few laps they're going to be really hoping on now under the safety car. Where is the last car? It's quite a way off. Currently they're just going through second chicane. The rest of the field seems pretty bunched up. So, excuse me, just 1 sec.
Okay. So, as we run down the order so far, now everyone has pitted now, so we have got Charlo in the lead, Sig Verstappen second, Stubbsy third, Vatino fourth, AJ in fifth, ABR Oxted sixth, ABR Young seventh, CR7 Ganjuas from P19 on the grid up to 8th place here, ABR Chris up to 9th place from starting quite back on the field as well. I think was last on, like, he was at the back on lap 2. So solid driving from him. ABR Baraps, he is in P10. He has dropped down a few places. I don't think strategy has played in his hands. Evansy in 11th, Nick in 12th, Jerem 13th, Kimmy 14th, Callum in 15th, where he started, Boom in 16th, Barnes in 17th, who had that spin, who I think has been saved by the safety car, which is good for him, and Gator in 18th here. And as for your pros and cons here, so Ganjawiz up 11 places, so he has had a very successful Grand Prix from 19th on the grid. ABR Chris up 8 places into 9th place, as equally as Oxtez also up 8 places. He lies 6th place at the moment. And Mystic, who is known as AJ, currently sitting P5, started P11 on the grid, opted for those fresh soft tyres, as well as ABR Oxtez for this Grand Prix restart. So,
glad you told me about that, AJ. So I didn't know that before this Grand Prix, so thank you for that, Phil. Still appreciate it.
What didn't you know?
That Mystic changed his game attack. So, safety car coming in this lap. As we get ready to go racing, your leader to lead us away is Chandler. He's led away from pole position, built up a nice gap, and he finds himself back in the lead of this one. It's hammer down for the restart of the Italian Grand Prix, and it looks like the front pack have broken away slightly here. Top 5 or 6 drivers as they head down in towards turn 1. Stubbsy's going to look like he's going to send it. He's going to go to the outside. Verstappen goes deep, under brakes, gets it stopped nicely.
But these soft runners now are absolutely flying.
Clearly, and we got contact there, Baraps and Chris, I think. Nick's just got a 3-second time penalty as well, and that's compromised Chris's run around the Curva Grande, and he's going to come under pressure now from Evansy up behind him. He's going to look to send one up to the inside of this chicane. He's going to have the inside line, and again, you've got the Ferrari touching the back of the Red Bull. He's going to have to pull out a bit, and he's lost a couple of positions. It's allowed Nick through. And that's Chris down into 12th. Unfortunate few corners there for him. Hopefully he can bounce back. And we also got Jerem. He's having a good ding-dong. Callum's up into 13th now, Phil. Looks like he's really
good progress
along.
there. So
it's on the soft tyre. It's going to be an absolute bullet.
Oh, and a 3-second penalty there for AJ in the McLaren there. However, Stubbsy's gaining. Stubbsy sees an opportunity on Verstappen. Oh, and he moved a little bit late there, but he's in well within his rights.
The Haas is right with him.
Tino is ready. This could be crucial.
Look at this trade of cars. It's going to be an epic last 10 laps of the Italian Grand Prix.
Tino. He's going to get it done, I think. Or Stubbsy's going to hold the inside.
Oh, great racing on display.
The Haas gets it. The inside.
Watch the McLaren.
And here comes the McLaren. Here comes. Potentially gonna. Oh, will we have a Monday move? Oh, I have no idea if we're gonna have a Monday move as they go into this corner. Oh, and Patino holds it so far, but there is no DRS element yet.
Look, one break, it's disaster here. Got a great battle on. So the leader, he's not dropping him this time, Phil. Verstappen is staying within half a second, and he's really pushing to stay with the leader now. Can he challenge Chandler for the win of the Italian Grand Prix? He's giving it everything at the home race for the Alpha Tauri team, formerly Toro Rosso, and it's got a wide run in Vitinho. Doesn't cost him too much off the apex. He might be outside that 1 second though soon, and that's going to be disastrous as we've got to move, have we?
Here we go. McLaren is all over the back of that Alpha, coming on that parabolic car. DRS is now enabled. That is going to be crucial. But here comes the McLaren. Quicker tyres, and he's in the slipstream. Here comes Oxtez as well. Oxtez is absolutely flying.
Evansy has been disqualified from the session.
Oh.
So he's ignored a drive-through penalty. No, he's ignored a drive-through penalty, and he is out, gutting for Evansy. So we've lost Sofian and Evansy from the Italian Grand Prix, but we march on and we've got a battle. Callum's going to push for P10 and he's got it before we turn into the second chicane. And he's really motoring now. Next up, he's got a medium runner and a hard runner up ahead of him. Push now, Callum. Push, push. He's got Buraps up ahead of him. Buraps as long as possible because them softs are going to start to fade.
Now we got the DRS. This is going to make things a lot more interesting down this home straight. But you've got literally 3 and 3. So you've got the front three of the Chandler.
Mattino almost lost it. What's going on? Stubbs, he's trying to take the race him actually. He was on the grass. As they come into Parabolica, it was always disaster for so many. It goes side by side.
Oxtes is round the outside of Mattino now. He's going to have the better grip, of course, on the soft tyres. Oh, this is absolutely crazy. Mattino edges ahead, but Oxtes is going to have another go. Going to swift to the outside. Can make it stick. Yaunif's also there in the background, and Oxtes is going to try and make it stick right the inside, and they're wheel to wheel going towards Curva Grande, and now they're going 3 abreast as Yaunif catches up to the back of them as well. Oh my lord, there is going to be a move made, surely, as now the team goes defensive.
Some great racing on this lane. Great race car, boys, giving absolute respect to the other drivers. It's great to see, a pleasure to watch.
This is. I need to get my breath back. Oh, Mattino again. Has a wobble, and now Oxtes again. It's going to be all over him, and we're going to go about round 3. Mattino goes defensive again.
Yaunif's going to get extra racy soon because the soft guy ahead of him is going to start to fade, and he can really start to push. Here comes Oxtes. Challenges it. Oh, a bit of a defensive move there from Vitinho into the final corner of Parabola.
He's got the inside
up the inside, he's got the drive, and he's going to motor on past, is he? He's got a battle up ahead as well.
So that's going to help him.
And watch Yaunif, he's there or thereabouts as well. Going to try and muscle in on the action. Just tucks back in. Callum's up to 9.
He's got the move done.
Yaunif, 3 seconds, we've got a car off in the back, Nick. Oh, I think there's a bit of lag there, Phil. Oh, it scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, that's happened to me before. Oh no, they've touched!
Who?
That's not a glitch. Oxtes and the McLaren of AJ. That definitely wasn't a glitch. They touched and the McLaren had to cut the chicane on. Oh.
It's all kicking off here, lap 20 of 27.
Here comes Oxtes. I think there's damage for the McLaren. And Oxtes is through. I don't know if there's damage for the McLaren or... No, he seems okay.
It's alright for Ascari. Parabolica really starts to tell them.
And there's a penalty there for Verstappen. 3-second penalty.
And boom. Penalties galore flying in now. And Oxtes is all over the back wing of the Alfa Romeo now, and he's going to go around to the outside, back to the inside. Sends him a dummy, which way, this way, that way. And we've got a great battle.
Inside, he's going.
And it's medium versus soft. Racing point, Alfa Romeo.
Oxtes is up into the podium places. What a great drive so far from
He's going to come straight back at him though.
Oxtes.
He's going to go around the outside of the Curva Grande. I don't know if he's got the run though. He's going to have to go deep under brakes. He's got his wheel up alongside.
Nah, I don't think he's going to get in there.
He's got it. He touched.
Oh!
Racing point backs out.
Chandler. And Verstappen's taken the lead of the Grand Prix.
And Verstappen
is through.
What a move. What a move.
And here comes Oxtes all over the back of Chandler now. Here comes
He's going to challenge.
As he pulls out to the left-hand
squeeze
side.
him.
He's done it. The 2 teammates, no team orders at Racing Point.
Here
as
we
they
go.
To it.
No one's giving. No one's giving up here, Phil.
Chandler's off the track, and now Oxtes is through. ABR Oxtes.
A man on a mission, Oxtes.
And a little word for you. This is going to be crucial because Verstappen has a 3-second penalty. So this is crucial for
He needs to
Oxted.
duck and run, Phil. Keep your foot down, mate. Hammer time for Verstappen.
I put him in my top 3 ABR Oxted. I do not want you
What a move,
to
Phil.
not deliver. Go on, Oxted.
And we've got AJ and Vitinho still battling in the background as they head into the turn 1. Oh no! We've got the McLaren, he broke way too deep and he's caught out Stubbsy there. Oh, that was almost carnage. AJ's lost out there, he's dropped down the positions, Phil. And I don't know where to turn to on track, where to look next.
I
Here we go
can't
again.
stop looking at Oxted. He's making me so proud in this Grand Prix. He has drove solidly. Absolutely
Andrews in the
solidly.
escape road. Some wise moves there, using the escape roads when needed. Remember
Like
to
a
go around
proud
the
dad
bollock.
right now. Oxtez.
Well,
is
what an
right
end to the
on
race we
back
have,
of
Munja
Verstappen.
says. Raz says, holy moly. Munja Class says, catch your breaths back, lads. But this is it, you can't take your eyes
Here
away.
comes ABR Oxted.
And Callum's up into 7th.
No time to catch breath, sorry Munja. This is absolute
We're going to have a change
chaos.
of the lead on lap 23 of the
Oxted
Grand Prix.
is right on the back of that Toro Rosso.
Oxted is up 12 positions. 12 positions.
I know, I'm like I
And
said,
he's
I'm
going to
a proud
make it
dad
13
right now.
as he
He's
sends
going
it to the outside.
and he's in the lead of the Grand Prix.
Here we go.
ABR Oxted
And Vitinho in the background is going to challenge. And he gets the
takes
move
the
done.
lead at the Italian
Oh,
Grand
and
Prix.
we got Callum flying up the inside way too deep there. And he moves himself almost up into P5. Oh, I'm gonna lose my voice at this rate. It's anyone's to take home a podium. At this rate.
Takes the lead of this Grand Prix.
Oh, they'll lead for the battle.
Oh, we're going 3 wide here. Callum, yelled him. Callum, yelled him. Oh my God.
Oh, someone's lost out.
Callum's round. Oh no, he's not.
He's
Oh
caught
my
it.
God, this is.
Right,
And now on the
back in.
outside of him is Gadgewiz. Gadgewiz is on the outside. And, I can't do this. I'm gonna get a heart attack come the start of TSRC.
Oh, we've got to do our
Look
lead
at
race after
Gadgewiz
this.
now. He's all over the back of Callum. Is he gonna have a go down on the inside of Ascari? Yes, he is. Gadgewiz
is
on the inside of Callum.
Up 11 positions, Phil. And Chandler is getting back into the action. He's within a quarter of a second now of Verstappen. Surely it's going to happen this lap, going down the main straight. You've got to make your mark now. Maybe leave it to the last lap. I don't know, Phil. My goodness. Oh, we've got an end built up here at the Italian Grand Prix. These boys always deliver. It's a classic every week. And yeah, Sofian's dropped out. He's already out of the session as we head down into turn 1. Verstappen runs deep as well, not to avoid contact there. He's got a poor exit though.
Oxtez up
Give Chandler a
13
run.
position.
Oxtez is doing a good job, but surely them tyres are going to fade. It's going to come back to the medium runners any time now. Jaron picks up a penalty.
Richie, this is literally the first time my heart has been pounding for it. I've never wanted a driver to do so well in my life right now, and
Andrew
he's
with a 3
doing
second
it.
penalty. Oh, and we've got the Alpha running into the grass. Struggle there, maybe in the dirty air. I don't know if he's got any damage on the front of the car. Let's catch back up to the front 3. It's any one of these for the win of the Grand Prix at this
I'm
late
nervous
stage.
for him. I'm really nervous for him. He's driving so well out there.
Res
He's
says, come on
literally
Oxtez.
keeping so composed.
Come on Oxtez, bring it home, son. Stubbsy with a 3 second time penalty. Everyone's
Come on,
pushing
my
so
son.
hard, struggling on their tyres now. As we start lap 25 of 27. It's almost over. It's absolutely whizzed by. We've had some fantastic action throughout the Grand Prix, Phil. And I don't know if I can say much more.
Oh, Verstappen's going down the outside.
Here we go.
Oxtez's gonna hold it.
No one's giving up here, Phil.
Either.
Come on,
No
Oxtez,
one is
defend
giving up.
for your life.
Look at Chandler.
Charlie's ready to pick up the pieces. If there's any casualties here. Oh, he's going to go 3 wide. Round parabolic. Is it going to be a grande move for someone? As they come into the second chicane.
Chandler.
Oxtez gets it stopped.
Verstappen's off.
Verstappen takes the escape road. He's going to have to give the place back up. He cut the corner. Give the place back up, Verstappen. That is very, very naughty there. and Chandler has to slip back into P2. And look who is on the back of this now, Phil. Vitinio has thrown his hat into the ring, and he's on for a podium as well at this rate.
This is crazy. I can't contain
And
this.
we've
Got an
Mystic.
incident. McLeod's lost his wing. As this time,
And Chandler
Oxted-
leads. Chandler leads the Grand Prix.
Yeah, he
Verstappen
let him back
P2.
through. Fair play, let him back through.
And he knows he can come right back at him, and that's where you want to be. You want to be in P2, starting the final lap down that main straight and defend for your life. Hopefully you've got the battery and some fuel left in the tank, lads. And we need to push now, Chandler, if you're going to win this one. Looks like Oxtes is fading. He's going to come under attack from Vitinio into turn 1. He goes defensive down the inside. Let's have a look from P1 and P2. Verstappen's going to make a move, Phil. Has he got it done?
This is crucial.
Oh, they touch wheels. Chandler's through. And here, look who's on the back of it. Oxtes is here. He says, I'm not done with this one, boys.
Chandler's going into ultra defensive.
Oh, Verstappen, he has a poor corner. They're getting a bit of wheel bashing here. And it's getting punchy. Oh, who's this on the
Vitinio's
inside?
gone through.
Vitinio's up the inside. He sends it into
Oh
let's
my
go
lord,
one.
this is crazy.
AJ with a
And
penalty.
Vitinio's backed off there, which is good.
And look at the rest of the pack,
What?
Phil. Look at the rest of the pack. If anyone's got penalties, they're all catching them now. And here comes
This is
Vitinio.
gonna be. My heart's pounding as we're
What
about to
a Grand
approach
Prix.
the final lap of this Grand Prix.
Lap 26 and 27 is Verstappen, Chandler, Oxtes, Vitinio, Yaunov, Stubbsy, Ganjawis, Callum, Buraps, Kimi, Chris, Boom, Gator, Barnes, AJ, Nick and Jerem. Currently still in this one as we start the final lap of the Grand Prix. Thank God it's the final lap. I can't take much more of this one.
Yeah, this is close as anything. Chandler is
Here we
gonna
go.
stick
He's gonna
one
send
out to
it.
the outside.
And it's literally a
This is-
six-way battle. If anyone slips up, they're going to be down in sixth place at this point. Chris picks up a 5 seconds. Here goes Chandler. He goes round the outside of the Curva Grande. He's going to have the inside line now. Is he going to get it stopped? Yes. Oh, no, there's contact.
no!
There's contact. Disaster. Both racing points involved there as well. And Sig
Yaunif's got through.
Verstappen.
Yaunif has got through. And Oxtes has gone back into second place of this Grand Prix.
And Yaunif has
this
been compromised.
is
He
looking-
slips back. Vitinio slips through for a podium position.
This
There's
is
gonna be a
crucial.
review. Oh, wow.
This is crucial. Oxtes now is gonna be lit up. I mean,
The
I'm
whole field
literally
is in shock
shaking
now,
as
Phil.
if I was racing.
The
I was
whole
shaking
field
as if I'm racing. As
And here
now,
we go up to the
I'm
line.
just
It's been
gonna.
a fantastic Grand Prix. Surely that last lap's going to be reviewed. But it looks like Verstappen's going to bring it home. He's got a 1 second advantage.
But it's gonna be. But it's gonna be the man himself with that 3 second penalty. If my calculations are correct, Verstappen's gonna cross the line in front. But your overall winner is
Oh, there's
ABR
contact up to
Oxtes,
the line.
up 30.
Oh,
13
wow, what an
places.
end to the Grand Prix.
ABR Oxtes wins the Italia Grand Prix. What a race, my son. Fully deserved. And no doubt will you get driver of the day, my son. What an absolute driver. Great race there, son.
Oh, my God.
I'm shaking, Rich. I am fully shaking. This
I'm
is
sweating.
like,
And I'm just commentating on the fucking thing. My goodness. So, Oxtes wins the Grand Prix on penalties. Sink Verstappen
What
sinks.
a lad.
Sink Verstappen sinks to 8th position, Phil. And I think that was justified because there was some late controversy, some moments that will be reviewed. But I think that's fair where fair is due, that he slipped down there. And Oxtes comes home to take it. Phil's picked for the Grand Prix win. Wins it in the Racing Point. A great day at the office. Chandler comes home P2, a 1-2 for the Racing Point, and this is going to really spice up the order when it comes to the championship standings, Phil. And my God, was we in for a treat today?
oh, I've just gone onto the Discord to congratulate him. He's done so well. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be like a rhetorical question, but who's your driver of the day?
I think they all were, to be honest, Phil. I mean, I was so impressed. The racecraft to them, like most of the grid, they kept it so clean, respectful racing, and I need to sit back and look at it again. I don't want to be put on the spot. Oh, give me a second. What a race, Buraps. What a race. Buraps bringing home a podium right at the death there. What a result for the Red Bull
What
driver.
a lad.
The final order, Oxtes with the win. Chandler, his teammate, in P2. Buraps comes home third. Vitinho with a valiant rise to fourth. Stubbsy in P5. He had his moments. Callum, after that poor qualifying, P6. Yaunif, again, had a poor opening to the race. Comes back P7. Then it's Verstappen, Gator. Barnes with an impressive debut, getting a point. Then Kimi in P11. Ganju is 12. Chris in P13, then it's boom, Nick, Jerem, AJ, so unlucky for AJ, Sofian and Evans, who was disqualified from the session, but what a race. That's going to be a tough one.
We've got a quick time for a quick interview, Rich.
Hop
We've got
him
15 minutes still, I think. We got to get an interview.
Let's try and get our podium.
Going.
Yeah, I'll get Buraps in. You look at the other guys. Let's get them all in.
There we go. There's one. Oh, remember to include your audio, son. Remember to include your audio, lad.
Oh my god, yes, included.
That was an astonishing drive. What are your words, lad?
I have no words. I effed up quali, like usual. Bend it. Had to start 14th, and then just quite slow on the mediums. But when we got onto them softs, we just picked them off one by one. And then I knew Verstappen had a penalty. So when all I knew was I had to get past Charlie for the win. And when they crashed, I luckily got through, and then saved in 3 seconds. And oh my god, what a race!
I don't know how he held
I
on to them
predicted you
tyres.
for my race win. I predicted you for my race win, Oxtez. It
Thank
was
you.
never,
I should have done it in
never
Belgium,
doubt, my
but
friend.
I'm glad it's finally happened. Oh,
Wow.
Massive
What
kudos.
a
I didn't get
race.
involved in an instant. That's what happens when you don't get involved in an instant.
Oates,
First race this
congratulations on your
season.
win today, buddy. Very happy for you.
Thank you, man. Oh my god.
Perhaps solid drive from yourself as well, man. Up to the podium places. I mean, the strategy didn't exactly play into your hands when the safety car came out, but how did you pick up positions and go ruthless?
To be honest with you, that one was more stressful in terms of two instances. So one, I had a little bit of lag from Nick in front of me at the start there, so I was hesitant to go by him. I wanted to get him cleanly. And then on the restart, Chris was caught completely napping on the safety car, split up the field entirely. So tried to get past him and then kind of used Callum to catch me back up to the field. And yeah, honestly, I just thought to myself, let's keep it clean today, drive smoothly, and rely on penalties for everybody else. I know Monza's a track where it's easy, so kept it clean, and that's the result, baby, from P8 on track at the end to P3, so I will take it.
Solid drive there. Solid drive, boys. I think. Go on. Yeah, I tell you what, Gator, from where you were, I think was it lap 2? I think he was like down in 18th. Yeah, so yeah, absolutely solid drive. Solid drive there.
Some great points for you, buddy. Really good drive, Gator.
Yeah, I was about to say, I got to rewatch this back. I could hear you going nuts.
I can't wait to rewatch that.
When you watch this Grand Prix back later, boys, you need to get your popcorn out because honestly,
Yeah.
it is.
I'm looking forward to it.
It is the
Honestly,
best.
I just want to
I
know.
can't.
I just want to know how Oates went from P14 to P1. But I'll give him credit; he's a phenomenal driver.
Started
So
on those
I'm
medium
not surprised.
tires. You
Yeah,
got
smart
to
man.
risk for reward, man. Risk for reward.
Yeah,
Can I?
it was a big risk, but it's a good reward for you.
So
Yeah,
congratulations.
Oxtez, what do you want to say to your fans? Oxtez, what do you want to say to your fans?
Thank you for always believing in me. Took too bloody long, but I can't honestly just. I just want to say thank you to ZOJ. He helped me a lot of the strategy, knew exactly what to do, and unlucky to AJ Drifts. He got very unlucky in that race. Felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But fucking long time going, man. I can't believe it. Fine.
you have
By
a
the
nice
way,
little bit of champagne.
almost. I was so close to ruining that Racing Point 1-2, only 0.3. Yeah, I might have to go get a drink myself.
Right. Well, me and Rich have got another league race now, so this is going to be
Yeah, boys, go
fantastic.
enjoy.
Yeah,
Thanks
cheers,
for
lads.
commentating.
So, guys,
All right, no stress, man.
thank you all for
What's up,
tuning in.
Rich?
Yeah.
That's been another American
Yeah.
British race. That has been Tier 1. This is why this thing is so good. Tier 1 action every Sunday. Join us 7:30 UK time live for more fireworks. What race we got next, perhaps? I can't wait.
Oh, we have USA coming up next week. My home Grand Prix.
Perhaps on his
Oh, I
home
can't wait for that
turf.
one.
Looking to bring home the
Home
W.
turf for the homeboy.
It's gonna be
Austin,
fun.
Texas, baby. Looking forward to it, boys. Thank you as always. Appreciate you.
Thank you all
Yeah,
for
thank you,
watching.
lads.
See you again, same time, same place. Don't forget.